Hello, everyone. It has been a while. Yes, it has. Oh, hey, how you doing? Just gonna update some stuff. Look at Ichigo, he looks so happy. Oh, Twitter automatically updates, I forgot about that. Oh my god, Emerald, how you doing? And hello, Chantel. Should I not call you that online? I can't remember.
Ichigo, you lay down!
Yeah. Get out of here, truck. Okay. What was I doing? This scene is just... I'm gonna check what my streaming rate is. Video... Encoding... Well, it's set to 2300. Shouldn't be that bad. I'm doing pretty well, actually. It's been interesting. Haven't been able to work much over the holidays because of the studio being closed, but I can now. What's going on over here? Why is there no thing here?
Ichigo, run! That's a Zanpakuto!
Oh, I remember what this is. Okay. Do 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 do. Get out of here. Do 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 do. Excellent. Good. How are you doing, Chantal? Nope. 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 Yep. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. 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 Yes. Oh, nice. How often do you hear that song? You work at a thrift store, so you should know exactly what song I'm talking about. Aw. You're working, you mean? You're doing stuff? Blah 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 blah. Pompous stuff. I'm gonna get some swag. Got $20 in my pocket. That song, dude. Wow, Rukia, you damn it. That's like the National Thrift Store anthem. Where is the bit? I need the bit of Rukia yelling at him. Oh, Ganju. This was Ganju's coolest moment, in my opinion. Taking down Yamichiko was cool, but the fact that he actually stood up to Byakuya was like the coolest thing he ever did. I wonder how strong Ganju's gotten. Like, he's not as nearly as strong as Ichigo. Never was. But there's no reason why Ganju couldn't jump massively in strength. It's not like Ganju was ever said to be weak. He's just not trained for this kind of stuff. Yes. No. Where's the... I'm looking for a specific flip thing from Rukia. There it is. I just blinked last time and missed it. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, it'll fill the air with 1,000 unpredictable, undodgeable blades!
Why? Why do these things exist? That shouldn't be a thing! On a scale of a thing to nothing.
Okay. I love that face. Need to find something to fill that space that's slightly more dynamic. Yeah, that might work. So how has work been, Emerald? I actually did stream a little bit ago. A week ago, maybe? I think I was playing Dark Souls. But, because I hadn't been around for so long, the usual gang didn't show up, so I stopped pretty quickly.
That is a should never in a million years be a thing!
Senbon Zakura.
Yeah.
Been a while, little Bia.
It's funny. We took away the Kautica eyeball while recording when we did all of our Bleach lines. Or no, we used the Kautica eyeball for all our Bleach lines before. And then we stopped using it when we started doing Digimon. And we realized that the lines were a lot clearer. But then when we came back, we didn't use it for Cassandra, because obviously we learned. So her lines are the only ones that didn't have the Kautica eyeball. So her lines are the clearest. Though that might be something that... being social's hard. I'm selectively extroverted, as I think a lot of people in my position are. I'm gonna get some swag.
A little Byakuya.
Yoruichi.
Yoruichi!
Yoruichi.
Yeah. Okay, here's a funny story for those that have, for those of you here. So Ukitake, we have an obvious joke with him that he coughs all the time. But what's really funny is the day he came in to record, Aaron actually was sick and could barely talk. So, we pretty much just put him in the booth, and for the times he had to cough, we just waited until he actually couldn't talk properly, and had a coughing fit, and went from there. So all of his coughing is genuine.
Yoruichi.
We get a lot of very natural pauses of him actually trying to say the line through coughing.
Yoruichi.
Yoruichi.
Are you okay?
No, die forever.
Blasted claw.
Okay, now I need footage from the next episode. Please bring me back. Wow. Is it this one? Yeah. Hey, Renji. Oh, this is a scene we wanted to do something with, but we couldn't think of anything. Okay. Ooh, there might be some stuff here, actually, that I can... in before people are going to point out that Byakuya doesn't have his sword raised once I do this. It just looks better though. It looks better. A big chunk of this episode's already ended.
That should never in a million years be a thing!
Oh, with your hair. Yoruichi. Do I like that one more? I think I like that one more. Whoosh. Yeah.
Been a while, little Byakuya.
Yoruichi.
I like the way I say Yoruichi there.
Yoruichi.
It's probably just because I like doing those voices. Kid Ninja, you're lurking. How are you doing?
What is...
Cotton.
Please bring me back. He looks so grumpy. Oh, that's definitely the one I'm using.
Why did you do this? This is really inconvenient for me. Stop it now. I don't like this.
Just that he's holding his sword straight up. I guess. Little less faithful. Also got to work back in Sugar Skulls. There we go. Dear, how can you black your da-da-da? Shoot da dee da, shoot da dee ba da da, do be do sha dee, wa to baloo. Alright, I was gonna put music in here. Time for me to listen to some music and decide on what I want. That is goofy. Bleach music got goofier and goofier as it went along. That sounded really dramatic for a second, then decided it wasn't. Doomful Presence. Whoever named this. I have a feeling that's used for Kenpachi a lot. This could go a couple... Ooh. This sounds like it belongs in Borderlands. I assume you guys are hearing all these. The instrumental version of this. No. Okay, so we're gonna go to my usual thing. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs from Bleach. Tempted to use this one. That's the last one. That's the one. That's what I need right now. So what are you working on right now, Chantel? I mean, I can guess generally what you're working on, but what specifically? There, I need it there. Yeah. And it goes all the way. Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck up your face.
Ichigo, be nice.
No, I'm gonna shove my sword through your chest. Twice. Don't worry though, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna leave you writhing on the ground in agony and heartbreak. What is this? What you are feeling is the unyielding weight of real-life responsibilities. As a high school student, I couldn't even begin to fathom. Here comes the boom. How did you resist
This is all gonna look so much better when it has sound effects.
real life? I'm a teenager. I chose to ignore it!
Also, although the placement of that is a bit off. I need something a bit darker, and it needs to start when beyond. Oh, but I used that one earlier. Will it? You know what? It only has to start whenever. Yeah, right there.
Heartbreak.
Oh, stupid thing. Took a little bit too long to start up.
What is this? What you are feeling is the unyielding weight of real-life responsibilities. As a high school student, I couldn't even begin to fathom. Here comes the boom. How did you resist real life? I'm a teenager. I chose to ignore it! I've gotten stronger, Byakuya. You're gonna regret the day you left me there to die. I regret everything. Stop depressing me! Prepare yourself, you egotistical talking carrot.
Why did I let Aaron talk me into saying that way? It was just supposed to be you egotistical talking carrot. You egotistical talking carrot.
Scatter.
Ichigo, run! That's a Zanpakuto! It'll fill the air with 1,000 unpredictable, undodgeable blades!
Why? Why do these things exist? That shouldn't be a thing. On a scale of a thing to nothing, that is a should never in a million years be a thing. Senbon Zakura.
Been a while, little Byakuya.
Yoruichi. Yoruichi!
Yoruichi.
Are you okay?
No, die forever.
Blasted cloth, my once.
He's so grumpy. I love it. Well, it's not, but you can believe it is if you want to. We were playing D&D the other night, and we have siren problems here, as you guys, but you know, mostly Chantel knows. And I was DMing, and somebody stepped away for a second, and a siren went off, and I waited for it to go away. And we were doing Fate D&D, and our rider servant was trying to talk, but the siren was just too loud. And I just said, I guess he's part siren, because we were joking that when he opened his mouth, the siren sound came out. And Dominic bursts out laughing. and he like is like, I get it, we're part siren, and I guess he thought I was making a joke about like mythological sirens, and I was just like, yeah, totally. And later on, whenever he left, I looked at Aaron and I was like, was that a pun? Did I unintentionally make a pun? Because that wasn't, I'll fully take credit for it, but I did not mean to make a joke.
Singular weakness. What is this, Silk?
Cotton.
Monster, this changes nothing.
That was cool looking. Oh, Byakuya, you're just not, you're Kenpachi but not yelling.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Well, I guess no, because there's a lot more. Funny enough, I've actually gotten much better at doing the voice since I recorded these lines, so I wish I could go back and redo it. Just in terms of consistency, there's some points in this where there's a little bit of a vocal break because, like, the voice is a lot of tension in my throat. I've gotten a lot better at maintaining it.
Monster, this changes nothing.
This changes nothing.
Also, I've gotten better at inflecting with it a little bit more.
Instead of everything just being this.
That comes with time, though. Every voice I've ever done, after even just a couple of episodes, inevitably changes. Play. And by changes, I just mean finds more life. I have to do something a couple of times before I realize what was bad about it. Kenpachi's a good example of that. There's a lot of overlap with Ichigo in his initial episodes. Cotton. Okay.
This.
I also love that Byakuya goes through the process of, like, slashing off the cloth.
Monster. This changes nothing.
But what was I saying? Kenpachi had a lot of overlap with Ichigo. So in future recording sessions, I was just like, make sure I
always keep it down here.
as opposed to letting it slide back up into where Ichigo is. Cassandra and I were actually having a conversation about that. Vocal differentiation is, you know, it's a skill on its own, but it's an entirely another skill to learn how to make sure that when you yell, you don't default back to your natural tones. Because, like, we were talking about accents at the time, mind you, because she was complaining that something she was watching had, like a really English character who, when they yelled, it's like, oh, you're clearly Australian now.
I'm glad to have your help, Yoruichi.
But it's very true. And it's something I suffer with sometimes, because I have a very throaty yell, which is hard for me to get away from. That's why I love voices like Mayuri, which are just, like, everything about them is just in a totally different place than everything else I do. Because with some of my characters, it's more about how they speak that makes them different. Like, Ichigo and Byakuya really aren't all that different, it's just one has a lot more tension. But, like, Mayuri is a different voice. 100%.
Have your help, Yoruichi.
I don't know. Does anybody here like Mayuri? I think a couple of you might not like Mayuri. I feel like he's a generally unliked character in this group. Well, Emerald, I guess it's just me and you. Nobody else here likes Mayuri. I was hoping for a bigger response.
Yoruichi.
Okay, true story. Because we have Renji do duh so much, whenever I heard this line in my recordings, I actually thought I'd mix it up with a Renji recording. Just for this, it kind of sounds like Aaron.
Ichi.
Hey, look, Yoruichi's on our side. Yeah, because he has a surprised face. What the fuck? Duh. That'll give some space for sound effects.
Sweet, she's hot.
Check it out, Yoruichi's on her side.
I love that we have a joke planned for the movie where when Ukitake doesn't have any like coughing fits or anything, and we actually do have a joke revolving around that. The fact that he sounds fine, where I think it's Ichigo or Khan or somebody, like he yells at one of the dark ones. I think it's Gonryu, and they're like, "You're doing very well today, aren't you supposed to be sick?" And Ukitake's just like, "It comes and goes." Just because in the series, it's always so inconsistent. Like, sometimes he shows up and he's like, "I am dying the heck out of my life." And then other times, he's just like, you know, whatever. What do I need? Lip flaps. That's my contribution to this conversation.
Check it out, Yoruichi's on her side.
I should probably do one that's closer up to him.
Check it out, Yoruichi's on her side.
That's what they called it.
Sweet, she's hot.
I'm taking this boy.
Okay, back to the episode. Media. I'm actually pretty close to done this one. Yep, that's all I have yet left to organize. Lip flaps on this one are going to take a while, though. Let's just let it play till we see something that we like. Oh. I see something that I like.
Hot.
I'm taking this boy to train him.
Her lines are so much clearer. Oh, it's unfortunate. By unfortunate, I mean good. I just wish everybody's were. You can hear it on a lot of Ichigo's quieter lines. There's like the Kautoka eyeball that we use. It gives this, it's a very boxy, muffled sound. You can hear it a lot in these first lines.
Oh, what did I do last night? I feel like I got hit by a truck.
It's like, it really overemphasizes breathiness, which is a problem.
A truck would be more forgiving. Glad to see you're all right.
Oh, hey, kitty. I dig the horns.
Mostly all right. Truth be told, you'd be dead if not for this hot number.
My precious.
Ichigo!
What? What? No.
Don't you ever forget, Ichigo. Winners don't do hollow. I'm sorry to say that Ganju has died. Of embarrassment.
Fuck off. That was dumb. You're dumb.
We've got to go covertly aid him. Stand back, Ichigo. It's going to take my true form to accomplish this. Woman? Why, yes I am. Now check this thing out. This flying device, I mean.
You stop sounding like a man this instant!
Party pooper.
I'm also doing some color grading. I'm using a contrast filter to make things pop a little bit more. This Bleach is rather washed out, like the colors are rather... Like here, if you'll... I'll show you what it is. My presets, I could just type Bleach. No, I can't. Contrast? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's a very small change, but I'll make it bigger so that the change is more evident. Oh, hiccups, wonderful. So that's it, just normal. Boom, and that's it without it. Like, it's not a massive change, but it just makes things seem a little bit less fuzzy. Like, I could make it even more, like I could up the contrast to like, boo. But that's just going a bit far. I used to do this on another parody I did called Dot Hack Here's Your Sign. Like, let's see what this looks like on other things. Copy. It's Ukatake. How you doing, Ukatake? Paste. See, that's gone a bit too far. Now everything looks... Maybe 15's the way to go. You know what? I think 15's the way to go. I think the slightly stronger one's better. Yeah. I'm going to turn it off on all of these because I don't need to do it till I'm done. But, BSA contrast filter. And I'll delete the old one. Let me just make sure that this is the right one. Okay, so the one I just did is the old, is the new one. Delete, yes. Get rid of you. I'll probably have to mess with it when in darker scenes, but I won't have to do that in the movies though. The movies are very clean. I wish there was HD re-releases, like a Blu-ray set that was released of all the Bleach episodes. Especially since it's so stupid that in later Bleach episodes, like when they switch to widescreen, the English version decides to keep cropping them down to SD. And then stops at one point.
I'm gonna fuck up your face.
Ichigo, be nice.
No! I'm gonna shove my sword through your chest.
I could use number 1 here just to give it a bit of contrast for what's about to happen. I'm gonna put that back up because we don't need the screen to be that giant. I should make a small video being like, hey, YouTube, I'm editing. I wanted to stream on YouTube, but it looks like because I have a copyright strike from Digimon right now, I can't. I looked up some stuff about that, and one person commented, I don't think they're going to achieve their dream of killing Twitch if they keep taking people down for copyright. Any streaming service that terminates your ability to stream probably isn't going to go very far. It's fine, it'll be back by the 22nd.
Nice.
No! I'm gonna shove my sword through your chest. Twice. Don't worry though, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna leave you writhing on the ground in agony and heartbreak.
And we need a audio transition, a crossfade to do. This should work.
Break.
Yeah. This could even do it to be a little bit louder. And then get quieter. So what do you think of the Digimon thing, Emerald?
What is this? What you are feeling is the unyielding weight of real-life responsibilities. As a high school student, I couldn't even begin to fathom. Here comes the boom. How did you resist real life? I'm a teenager.
Still too loud. But the start is good.
I chose to ignore it!
Well, this is the first time we've used Sugar Skulls since, the Menos Grande, isn't it?
Ignore it! I've gotten stronger, Byakuya! You're gonna regret the day you left me there to die.
I regret everything.
Stop the—
Truth be told, that pseudo-dramatic style of storytelling, I think, is where my strengths are in script writing. We don't do that in Bleach, for the sake of pacing, and Bleach has too many slightly melodramatic moments that if we really hit all of them like that, it would end up stretching the series out too much. So we have to have them kind of few and far between. Also, the Digimon thing functions as like it's movies, and one's going to come out every few months, so we can afford to get a bit like that because it won't get tired, whereas Bleach, it would get tired more quickly. Also, Bleach, I think, functions better in this quicker, more punny... Actually, that's not true. Digimon was more punny, I think. Because there was a lot of dumb jokes like, I thought we were the Digidestined, not the Digi doesn't ever want to hang out. Like, that was a lot more like, oh, that's a joke.
I regret everything.
Stop depressing me!
Whereas it, you know, it's actually funny. I keep trying to make comparisons between the two. Everything that we do well in Bleach, I think we do better in Digimon. I think there's also the fact that we can play off of our nostalgia in that. Like, not pander to nostalgia per se, but we know what we like, and there's a lot of relationships built into it.
Prepare yourself, you egotistical talking carrot. Scatter.
Ichigo, run! That's a Zanpakuto! It'll fill the air with 1,000 unpredictable, undodgeable blades!
Why?
We've actually thought of a few things. We can't plan that much, obviously, but we're planning around returning jokes we want to bring back, like the news anchors. And, we have a really good one that we want to use. I guess I'll say it here because it's not going to go anywhere. We want to have one of the news anchors reporting on the Alphamon versus Omegamon fight, because basically saying like, 2 giant robotic knights were fighting in the city today. Of course everybody saw it, so this isn't news, but we're going to report on it anyways, and then go on and be like, the return of Digimon has come, and then have someone pass her a note and insinuate that it's from the same organization Daigo works for, and have her be like, this just in, I was incorrect about everything that I just said. The giant fighting knights were actually the result of somebody pulling a tag off of a mattress, and my family is definitely not being held hostage. More at 11! We want them to eventually, the 2 news anchors to... There's 3 ways we want them to go. We either want them to eventually be super close friends, and it turns out that one's not returning the other's calls, so they're salty and they just want to hang out. We want them to actually be in a relationship, and they're just bickering over stupid things, but taking it to the news. Or we want them eventually to realize they're the same person on different networks, and that they're arguing with themselves. But we don't know which one we want it to go to. It all depends on what seems the most natural. I have a feeling that within the actual material, they're not going to come back. But if they do, I'll be very happy. We'll make them come back if they don't.
Why? Why do these things exist? That shouldn't be a thing. On a scale of a thing to nothing, that is a should never in a million years be a thing.
Senmon Zakura.
Ichigo's very yelly when Byakuya's around. Well, he's been very yelly recently. I think it's because he's been in our parody. Every time something happens in Soul Society, he's like, why does this work this way? He gets less like this once he gets Bankai.
Been a while, little Byakuya.
Yoruichi.
Yoruichi!
Yoruichi!
You're
Yoruichi.
Are you okay?
Nope, dying forever.
Nope, dying forever.
Blasted cloth, my one singular weakness. What is this, silk?
Cotton.
Monster, this changes nothing.
I'm glad to have your help, Yoruichi.
Check it out, Yoruichi's on her side.
Sweet, she's hot.
I'm taking this boy to train him. I'll come back with.
Alright, now we can actually continue with the episode.
Sweet, she's hot. No.
With him when he can kill you.
No.
And then they have a little bit of a skirmish. Oh, Yoruichi. You and your half-closed eyes. Everybody in this show looks tired.
I'll come back with him when he can kill you.
No. No.
Flash that mother clucker.
Oh.
Now, if I was a lesser man, right now I would just let the footage of them darting around play with the, Oh, that is such a cool... how you doing, I'm doing pretty well, Azzy. How are you? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have it go straight to... Oh, I know what to do. Instead of saying no and then doing that...
You.
No. No.
That's such a cool thing. Just... I love it when Bleach has those, like, really hyper-animated bits. There's something about the animation of this time, and how it looked, and how, like, thick the lines were and such, that just gave everything such a cool feeling. Like, it's not better than animation tends to be now, but there's, like, a thicker feeling to things. Like, you don't see a lot of stuff like that. It's both rough and very fluent at the same time. Wow. I pity whoever had to draw that. Each of those frames.
No.
Have it go straight from there. Hey Emerald, did you leave any questions on the comment video?
No.
I think I remember seeing yours, Azzy. You asked if we'd considered doing original animations. Let's take this particular scene to indulge in all of the cool little bits of animation they gave to us. That wasn't you? No, that wasn't you! Oh, who was it? It was somebody that has Azure in their name, and that's why I thought it was you. Guys, is my stream name something about New Year's? It is. Let's change that. Bleach. Bleach episode 9. Bleach Abridged episode 9. Dude. Editing stream. I imagine there might be some people who have clicked on from, like, looking for Dark Souls streams and may have seen this and been like, this isn't Dark Souls! What am I looking at? Update. Done. I'm gonna stop and restart the stream really quickly. Just to send out this message.